Quantitative finance, like it means, is quantitative. You are applying mathematical method to model financial phenomena. Financial phenomena, it means that are those types of risk or new behaviors of the financial market. And the behaviors can mean that because of the movement of interest rate, for instance, or the volatility in the financial market, or how people develop new models to model a particular scenario, there's a risk that can come from there. So now what we're trying to do as a quantitative finance, we're trying to develop up new techniques that can be used by banks and financial service sectors to manage or to mitigate, to minimize the financial risk that can come from the movement of, say, market underlying asset, or maybe saying, or you are applying a wrong model for a particular scenario. So that is, in a nutshell, what quantitative finance is all about.
I see. Sounds like Greek to me. It's really very difficult and complicated. But so does it mean, for example, that is it related at all to what the Bank of Namibia does, where you hear, for example, that things around inflation, interest rates, and the factors that are contributing to those? Is it in that space?
Yep, very much. And when I was in Sydney, Australia, I used to actually model or do internship with the Reserve Bank of Australia, and I also developed some of the models for interest rate model, especially in the transition of LIBOR transition, when new interest rate benchmark has now been adopted. So I was at the forefront of being able to assist the Reserve Bank of Australia to develop some of the mechanism for their interest rate benchmark transition. So also with the Bank of Namibia, for instance, I also have done a couple of presentations there, trying to present to them about some of the types of models that I do. And like I told you, I'm also much involved into Reserve Bank's types of research, and I'm collaborating currently with Reserve Bank of South Africa, some of to just make sure that there are models that they implement are adequate enough to manage the market risk or the financial risk that comes from, say, the behavior of interest rate, or maybe say how the repo rate is being determined. Those are types of surrounding sort of my research currently.
Okay.